So one of Jacob's sons finds a wife for his son, and that son is being very mean and bad and whatever to his wife. Then the Lord is like, squished. Second one was like, I don't like my brother, and I'm definitely not going to give him an offspring with my seed. So you know what? I'm going to enjoy you because I like you, but I ain't going to give you no seed. So then the God was like, oh, we ain't doing that. No.
Tamar.
Mm-hmm.
Genesis
and I
38.
knew it was Judah. I knew it was from Judah.
Quick break down the story.
Okay,
Quick
cool,
break
cool,
just to
cool,
confirm that we
cool,
read the
cool,
Bible.
cool,
True.
cool, cool,
Okay. Hello, everybody.
We are so sorry, guys.
Yes.
We are so sorry.
Sorry.
For the delayed podcast episode. We have no excuse.
No. Life was lifing. And we ran out of time.
We
literally ran out of time.
Genuinely
last week.
thought that we could do it, but we didn't.
Even until like the night before the party was meant to come out, we could record it.
We can do it.
And then
we couldn't.
Yeah.
But it is well.
It is well. God has given us strength to fight a brand new day.
Yep.
We are here.
Yep.
And we are still going. So for all of our enemies who thought, they've already dropped 12, 9 episodes, is that it? Nah, we're here. Episode number 10, B. What you saying?
God said we are more than conquerors.
That's it. And we conquered.
We have conquered.
We conquered.
So funny enough, speaking about conquering, we finished reading book 1 of The Girl Who Sees Angels. And it's really funny. So guys, let me tell you our format. Okay. I like the fantasy heavy books. And
it's not fantasy.
Hold on a sec. I wouldn't call it fantasy. Here's the thing, because it's real life. Yeah. Like it's biblical. It's very clear that, we have angels around us. Yeah. There's a spiritual realm. There's a physical realm. Here's what it is, isn't it? And this is the thing. It's like, I was actually listening to the Diary of the CEO, and it was like this really wacky guy. But then it's really interesting because he was like, everybody who is a Christian believes in the difference in realms. And I was like, yeah, it's true. That's true. So regardless of the guy said a lot of like really interesting things. However, when he said that, I was like, true. It's true. Yeah. And the thing is that when you read loads of these books or you watch fantasy stuff and they're traveling through realms and there's people that have managed to create portals and things like that. Is it far-fetched? I don't think it's far-fetched. It's not far-fetched. Because if you think about it, the angels coming into the physical realm, one can question how they can fly or through some spiritual portal.
No, I believe in portals so hard.
It's like, so
which one is it?
Which one is it? And if this is a different one. If the angels are coming through the spiritual portals, then would you say, because when we were reading Rebecca Brown, she was talking about how the people that engaged in a lot of that spiritual, the witchcraft and stuff like that, they allowed themselves, they tapped into a part of themselves that they weren't supposed to be tapping into, that allowed them to do astral projection and all these type of things, and allowed them to even enter people's bodies. So one can argue, remember when we watched that show? I can't even remember the name of the show, but one can argue
Which one? The one about astral projection?
Yeah, and it really messed us up. Because basically, guys, this was completely different. Right? I can't remember the name of the show.
Quick digression. I'm Googling it right now.
Proper digression, because this is the thing about that show, it got Mike and us so messed up here that we were like, if for some reason, like I was saying to Mike, if for some reason I all of a sudden start eating bananas, all of a sudden eating baked beans, just know it is not me.
It's not
God
you.
forbid, I rebuke it in Jesus' name. I don't eat bananas. I don't eat baked beans. Even the smell of baked beans, like, oh, I can't do it. I just can't do it.
Do you know the funny thing? I had a dream.
It was not me. I was like, it was not me.
I had a dream. I was telling Blessing the other day. It was you.
God forbid.
But it wasn't you. Because he's like, you made breakfast. I was like, okay. Mm-hmm. And then you had like a big bowl of baked beans. I was like,
can't do it. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
And then
sorry, because I'm like visually, no, I can't.
It was a dream. It's okay.
I know.
It was a dream.
Hold on a second.
It was a dream.
I need a moment. Right.
The film was called.
Oh my gosh, sorry.
By the way, the series is called Behind the Eyes.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know. Wait, it actually made me feel sorry. Sorry, guys, if that's actually made you feel
dramatic.
Sick. I'm so sorry.
No one
because
hates baked beans like
I'm
that.
sorry, but if the gagging has made you, I'm so sorry, guys. It's just.
I mean, it's not like you puked all over the screen.
No, but it's just the sound. I'm so sorry. But yeah, my gosh.
So I was like, yeah, you were eating the bowl of this item.
You see how the enemy's using my face? I rebuke it in the name of Jesus.
That wasn't me, and I was like, I realized it was you. Because then I went in the dream. What are you doing? And who are you?
Thank you. You
then
see,
I woke up.
Correct husband, correct questions.
That's it, and I woke up.
Correct questions. This is the thing, yeah.
And I rebuked that spirit.
Rebuke it, because I'm not trying to be funny, but that is why are they using my face to do rubbish?
To eat baked beans.
Eat baked beans
and bananas, and smear some.
Oh, God forbid.
Anyways.
God
forbid. I don't want you to go. Sorry.
God forbid.
Sorry.
God forbid. Here's the thing, guys. So, like I said, because of that show, Mike and I were like, if my enemy, because it's not me, if my enemy was ever eating banana, baked beans, it's not me.
In saying that, how would you?
Weetabix. Oh no! No!
I got a question though. In saying that, yeah, so I would know if my enemy's wife was possessed, I would know. My enemy would know that is not his wife. Mm-hmm. But how would you know for your enemy's husband if it was your enemy's husband?
Here's the thing. It's difficult because you eat everything. So I will have to look at certain... I'd have to ask some trick questions. But then this is the thing, is the enemy's very cunning.
You can't even... I was going to even ask what the trick questions were, but that's how we'd be given the code.
Yeah. No, we're not putting a code there. You think we were born yesterday? Rubbish. I'm joking.
I wasn't born yesterday.
No.
37 years ago, I was born.
But that's so true. Because you literally eat everything.
It wouldn't be food. It would have to be mannerisms, behavior, points of view.
Like, I would have to kind of like...
Maybe if
I'm not like, we can't give out the cue. We can't give out the cues. Nah, man. Can't give out the cues.
You see? Yours is obvious.
Yeah, mine's obvious. Mine's obvious.
I never let them know the next. I'm unpredictable, you see.
Yeah, because the thing is with me, food is an easy tell. And that I can't do certain textures as well. So, for example, my brother brought some kind of clumpy thing for me to taste. Do you remember that one time when he came with like this?
It's like bubble tea
thing.
Oh, I love.
He was like, Blessing's not going to be. He was like, Blessing's not going to be able to eat this.
I'm surprised he drank it. To be honest,
I'm surprised he drank it. I'm so surprised because my brother and I are very similar when it comes to
similar,
like,
super fussy eaters.
Yeah, but he was like, Blessing, there's no way Blessing's going to be able to drink it. And I looked at it and I was like, hard pass. Hard pass.
You like, but it's pink. But it's strawberry.
Hard pass.
The fact is, I see something floating. I don't want to.
Like, Mike was like, oh, you need to try the bubble tea. Ah, my gosh.
The bubble tea is everything. Listen, yeah. The thing I like about bubble tea is, yeah, I can't even describe it because it's just going to sound so off. But I like bubble tea.
I can't do it. And
everyone who likes bubble tea knows what I'm talking about when it comes to bubble tea.
I just can't do it. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it.
We need to deal with this.
No.
We need to therapize this.
How about
What
I'm an individual?
What was it about bubble tea? About those textures?
I can't.
That you just couldn't do?
How about I'm just an individual that doesn't like bubble tea? That's very simple.
Okay. All right.
It doesn't need to be therapized. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I don't like it. I do not like it at all. And by the way,
weird.
you know with the bubble tea, I actually tried, you know. You know I tried.
You tried. And she made it through 2 sips. She's like, can't do it.
I got it. I tried.
What's the thing in my mouth?
I tried. I actually tried.
I like, but
I tried.
Just, you know, just,
I actually tried.
just squeeze it with your tongue and just swallow it. Sorry, babe. Sorry.
I actually tried, isn't it?
She tried. No. To be honest, I give her that.
Thank you.
I give her that. She actually did try.
I actually tried.
She tried.
I actually tried.
And it just wasn't for her. And it's fine. I can accept that she don't like bubble tea because she tried it.
I actually tried it. I actually tried.
I guess just like you tried baked beans, just like you tried Weetabix, just like you tried bananas.
It. It's a no. It's a no. It's a no.
But are there certain... Actually, no. Let's not reveal that.
No. But you know it's a no. It's a no. It's a hard pass.
It's fine.
Hard pass.
It's okay. Well, let's go back to the digression. Where did we digress off? We were talking about... We were talking about the book.
Yeah, the book. The girl who sees angels.
Who sees angels. And we're talking about our structure.
Okay,
Go on.
yeah. Okay, cool.
Because Bessie likes heavy stuff.
Okay, so I like... You say heavy stuff. I like...
real stuff.
I like real life, okay? I like to be equipped because at the end of the day...
fiction based on real life.
Yeah. I like real life. You know why? Because, right, people perish for a lack of knowledge. So. Just saying. This is Mike's structure that he has imposed, and I appreciate.
I have knowledge, though. That's the thing. I have knowledge.
Yeah, by the grace of God, because there's always knowledge for us to attain. But okay, so this is the structure that Mike has imposed.
But I suggested, and you agreed.
Okay,
so I'm just moving my mic over.
Okay. Yeah. So he's imposed it. So
it was suggested
because we like one of the things that we love to do together is to enjoy
a good
audio book
together. Good audio book,
because
especially with a good narrator.
Yeah. So when we're working, we'll be listening to a good audiobook.
Yeah.
So we have to collectively agree what we're listening to
because we're both listening to it at the same time.
You know, because we basically work together. We work together, isn't it? So
yeah, I thought it was only fair. Just like you're in the office and you listen to the radio, everyone listens to the same music, right?
Right.
Everyone just has to pick a radio station and just stick to the radio station, or pick the Spotify playlist and add all of your...
Or they put the headphones in and ignore and be antisocial.
And be antisocial, but we're not antisocial because we like each other, you see.
Yeah, we like each other.
We like each other.
So this is the structure that I appreciate it. I do.
Yeah,
I do appreciate it. It's a great balance.
It's a good balance.
So this is what he does. He said, we must listen to the hard and heavy stuff that I really enjoy.
Mm-hmm. The real life, fiction based on real life.
Yeah. But then we soften it up with some romance.
Mm-hmm. Something fluffy. Something just to lighten the mood, you know? Something to make you go, no.
So, for example, we finished listening to The Girl Who Sees Angels. Mm-hmm. Now we are listening to a book called Not Exactly Mr. Darcy or something like that.
Yeah, so Blessing found the book.
Yeah.
So you already know that Blessing likes her Bridgerton, Jane Eyre type novels.
Just Jane Eyre, Jane Austen.
Jane Eyre? What is that?
You said Jane Eyre.
Is it not the same person? No? Okay, sorry.
Oh.
Jane Austen, Jane Eyre. She likes the type of novels. But however, this book that we're listening to today, Mr. Darcy.
It's not.
It's just the narrator feels like she's very what do you call this? What do you call the theme? The theme of the book. The books you like. The old school Regency. The author sounds very Regency. She's very posh, and even though she's trying to put on an Australian accent and failing horribly, I think at some point she's just given up.
Yeah, she's now
just English.
Yeah.
But it's a decent book.
It's actually a decent book. It's actually a decent book.
And then before we listen to the girl who listens to tattoos. Oh God,
kilo shit.
Sorry.
What is this?
The girl who sees angels. Sorry, I clearly got mixed up by another similar title.
Okay, yeah. So the book that sorry to interrupt, Jade, babes.
Yeah.
So the book that we're currently listening to is called Not Exactly Mr. Darcy by Caroline Miller.
Christian author.
That's
Christian romance.
Yeah.
I like a bit of Christian romance. I like. You know, one thing about me is I like a bit of love, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like a love story.
Yeah.
You know, or thriller. It's one of the two. But
and I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but if you imposed us listening to a thriller, then I'm like, well, we might as well listen to the Christian.
Well, this is why I suggested.
Okay.
Because it won't be. It's not really lightning. It's not balanced if you went from Christian spiritual warfare fiction to thriller. You're just going from boof to bah. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bah.
To boost to bah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just thought, let's lighten it up. We both like romance.
Yep. True.
We both like spiritual warfare.
But,
Let's balance
well,
it
we
out.
don't like spiritual warfare, but we like.
No, we don't like spiritual warfare.
God
No,
forbid I
we like
reject it.
reading about it because we like,
Equipped.
the authors and
having that visual,
the visual representation of angels and fighting. It's good stuff, isn't it? The book we listened to before that is by an author called Toni Shiloh.
Yeah, really
Toni
good.
Shiloh?
Or
Was it Toby Shiloh?
I think it's Toni Shiloh or
Toni Shiloh? Oh, we don't remember.
No, it's Toni Shiloh. I know her surname is spelled S-H-I.
Hold on, the ecosystem means I can access my Audible from my iPad.
Okay.
But I'm
you're not logged in. You're talking about the ecosystem.
The ecosystem. Wait, hold on. Might have on it. Go on. Let's see. Will it work? Why do I still need the password? I just put my fingerprint in there, mate. What is this?
Well, at least we know that you are
Let's go again.
Secure.
Oh yeah, let's go. See, your auntie and uncle were navigating the iPads.
You're so annoying. You're so annoying.
Oh, this is the wrong account. It doesn't even have the. So annoying.
So annoying. I was just looking at you.
I didn't know. Up to today, I don't even know what email address it is. I've got so many Audible accounts because
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
But this one is actually a list. Like we've just stopped doing that, and we've just got both of us. Yeah.
I can actually search Audible without logging in, isn't it? Hold on. Can I?
Yeah, you can. You
can,
just search Toni.
Yeah, I can. Okay, let's go. All right, give me 2 shakes of a tail's feather. Not Toni Morrison.
Toni Shiloh.
Toni Shiloh. And the book we read was The Love Script.
The Love Script.
Now, in my opinion, it's not her best work. That's my opinion.
You didn't enjoy it? You didn't enjoy it?
I just felt that the storyline was just a bit
lacking.
I just thought it was unrealistic.
Not there. The quality is not there.
I just think it's unrealistic. This guy really, to spoil it for you, or not to spoil it for you, but it's about this 2 people who were caught on social media by paparazzi, and this guy is a established actor who's just declared that he's a Christian and he's waiting for marriage, for celibacy. So you know how it goes. And then the other character, she is his mother's hairdresser, and for whatever reason, she's about to fall over and he catches her, but there's a paparazzi around the corner that snaps a picture of her, so it looks very romantic. And so, before it goes out to public, they have to now fake a relationship. I didn't believe in the storyline. I just don't think it was realistic. You know what I mean? I know it's fiction. I know there seems to be some element of whimsicalness to it, but I just feel like, I don't know, Toni, man. I don't know. It wasn't your best work, in my opinion. Like, when she made, In Search of a Prince, that was a good book.
Still not realistic, over.
But
here's the thing,
but I think it was more realistic than... What makes it not realistic?
Anybody who reads that book would be like...
No, was she not in line to a throne, an African throne? To be honest, it's not realistic.
It's not realistic, man.
It's true.
Here's the thing, right? It was very Wakandan as well, but...
Maybe I'm just thinking... It wasn't really Wakandan at all.
It was quite Wakandan. But here's...
There's no action in
No, what I mean by Wakandan is the African...
You think that's where she got inspiration from? I'm going to create an African...
Wakanda, Here's the thing, right?
Maybe I'm just expecting too much from Toni. Maybe I should just accept that's what she writes.
You liking romance books... I don't think you ever really sat through, that Wakandan type one.
Many romance books with you, babe.
I feel like they're all the same. Like I said this to Mike, because Mike was like, we need to break it up. Let's do the whole...
No, but the romance books you listen to, the Regency ones, are crazy, though.
Yeah, they are crazy, but they're all still kind of
But they're quite realistic, though, because of the time. That's, the guy... acting inappropriate to thinking he's gonna, woo the lady and, get it. Yeah, I get that.
He's a rake. He's a rake.
Proper rake behavior, but I get it.
It's so funny because now Mike's like, why is this? But like real life, by the way, real life stuff, he'll be looking at me like, that's so rakish.
It's proper rake behavior, man.
And I could just tell. I look at him, I'm like, okay, you've been listening to too many books with me.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I feel like the Regency books are all the same as well. But this one, I actually really enjoyed the one I've been listening to.
It's not exactly Mr. Darcy. I don't mind it.
I
don't mind it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's okay.
It's
all right. I would like some flavour.
It's not moving. Or,
I like some melanin to it, but God has made everybody.
You know what I mean? The story's not moved. I'm not moved.
I mean, nothing's happened to her. We've listened to how many hours by now? There's no action yet, bro. She's not even feeling hot and bothered, or he's not feeling hot and bothered. All he's just thinking about her.
But this is the thing. Even the Shiloh book that we picked, there was no excitement. Here's the thing: like we're not trying.
I mean, she got into a car crash. That was like the most exciting part of the thing.
Yeah, it's true. I feel like when we're listening to Christian romance, we're not necessarily looking for, oh my gosh, I just can't believe I can't live without you. No, because a lot of the time, like even the Toni Shiloh book, the foundation of their relationship was purely based on Christ. Like he was like, what's your relationship?
It was based on a lie. Let's be honest.
The foundation was a lie.
It was a lie.
And then they got
but
convicted.
They both happened to be Christian.
And then they had to,
And then they were both going to go and confess on social media because that's what you do. Yeah. And then it was happy, and now she's pregnant, and they live happily ever after.
That's not how it ended.
Did you know she got pregnant?
No,
I'm mixing up one of the other romance books. The other romance books is you get to the prologue. The prologue. Prologue. Oh, this is a snippet. Prologue. Oh, the sun was shining over the city blues,
and they're playing on the grass.
And I was like, hey, La Contra.
Not La Contra. Who's that?
La Contra, Laquan.
Oh my gosh. You can't even say it seriously.
Get down from there before you hurt yourself. My 2 children look back at me. I was like, oh, she's got children now. Wow. And then Octavia came and gave me a kiss on the forehead. Like, oh, she married Octavia. Of course he did. Of course, he's only been pursuing her the whole book. It's only right that the author made them get married and have 2 kids. They even had 2 kids. That's how far down the line she went before she brought us back into their world. 2 years, at least 2 kids.
It's so true.
that's the script, right?
Literally. But with Tony's book, the one that we just finished listening to, they were engaged in the prologue.
Oh, they didn't get married?
No, they didn't. They just they were just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I found out about your proposal on social media.
Yeah, because that happens.
And which
does happen. That's realistic.
Yeah. So that was the prologue. This is like, oh my gosh. And she's like, tell me about the proposal story. I don't know.
Okay, well,
Yeah. And he's, by the way, you blame Mike for this.
Hey, listen.
He's the one that's making us read these books. I want to listen to
admittedly
The Girl Who Sees Angels 2 and 3 right now.
Admittedly.
I'm just looking forward to finishing, not exactly Mr. Darcy, so that we can get into
the girl who has angels.
Now she's the girl who has angels.
Well, do you know what? I won't lie. I was listening to exactly Mr. Darcy today. I was like, why did I commit to this thing? Because it's not the best book.
It's not the best.
However, Blessing does have the knack for finding a good book.
Don't blame me.
But this one just wasn't. It's not your best work, isn't it? It's not given.
This is the first time I've actually even listened to this author's work. So we're both testing out.
We're just giving her a chance. So we're going to commit to the end.
We're going to commit to the end. Because you like...
I've already said live on Instagram. I'm happy to skip to The Girl Who Has Angels.
Oh!
But, let's give her a go. She might warm up.
No, but...
She might warm up. We'll let you know.
No, we've started this book. Well, let's finish it and see what happens.
How many hours do we even have left? So?
Oh, Lord. Let me see.
Many hours?
Let me see.
Why Blessings checks that. I wanted to discuss something with you guys real quick before we jump into Bible study.
2 hours, actually.
2 hours?
Just
2 hours left?
Yeah, just 2 hours.
Wait, 2 hours has passed by and nothing has happened yet?
Oh, more than 2 hours. We've listened to this book.
2 hours left.
We've only got 2 hours left, and the book, I think
the most adventurous thing is this man fell off the ladder for no reason. That was it.
The The book was like 7 hours.
What? What's happened in 7 hours? That is a waste of book. I say we move on. She's failed. I give the way I listen to these books, I give them 4 hours max to get to the point. 4 hours. You got 3 hours to set me the scene, 4 hours max to set the scene, and boom, drop the action in. But 7 hours have passed, and
I think that the foundation of this book is actually quite good. They've mentioned Jesus a lot, which we love. We love that for them.
It's very clean.
It's very clean, which I love.
He's not even hot and bothered by this guy.
Which I appreciate. Because
the closest thing to hot and bothered, I'm sorry to cut you off. The closest thing to hot and bothered is she realised that his eyelashes are long and he's got slight gold tints to his eyes.
Yeah.
That's the steamiest she's ever got.
I mean, I wouldn't even
After he fell off the ladder.
I wouldn't even consider it. I wouldn't even say that it was steamy because Mike and I, we try our best to avoid these books that are inappropriate. Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's as inappropriate as she got.
But she didn't really get inappropriate. She just noticed and recognized that he had long
Like
eyelashes.
her hand was on his face.
Because he had.
Why are you touching? But it's fine. Let's go. Sorry. Keep going.
Overall, I would say that the book has potential. I think that the quality's not there. Quality's not there.
Quality's not there.
I feel like, by the way,
we're not trying to like slew this artist, but I'm just saying it's not our cup of tea.
Definitely not. I personally think that I'm enjoying elements. I'm enjoying parts of the book. So that's why I don't want to.
Do you want to shut it? There's only 2 hours left. I want to
shut it down. There's only 2 hours left. I really want to see what happens. If they don't end up getting married in the prologue, I'll be very annoyed.
Do you know why I'm skeptical that they won't get married? I think they might get engaged. Is because in the book is actually quite sad when you think about on the terms of it.
Very sad.
His first wife ran away.
Yep.
To another man while she was pregnant with his child. And then end up in a car crash. Very dark. I'm like, yo, where did that come from, bro?
And he's the one who wanted us to start soft.
I didn't find this book.
We already see spiritual warfare all over this book.
You know, I think
me personally, like, I'm already looking at it. I'm like, romance, where? Because I'm looking at this man's life and there's spiritual warfare. You can tell that he's under attack. Hey,
he's the man on the attack. Second one, he gave love another chance. Yeah, man was at the altar. Runaway bread.
Spiritual warfare.
Did show up.
Spiritual warfare.
Is that not generational something?
Is that not spiritual warfare?
Something's happening there.
Here's the difference here with the books that I like and the books that Mike likes us to consume. I like it to be obvious. Yeah. So for example, the girl that sees angels, she wanted to go to a prayer meeting. She knew that there was forces that are trying to come against her. And she even saw it with herself. She's like, rah. This prayer meeting must be serious if the enemy has sent all his his minions to stop me getting to this thing, right? Then in comparison, we're reading this romance book, right, where they have this manor house, and all the people that have lived in the manor house have struggled to fund the house.
So there's even spiritual poverty there.
No, because they had the house, right? So they had the house. So they've always had the manor house. But there's the underlying issue of finances, right? That's not being addressed.
That's spiritual warfare, right?
And then you have him, right, who is now the current custodian of said manor house. I could call him manor house, but
it's a manor house.
It's a manor house, whatever.
It's a manor house.
And his first wife is attempting to run away, but because, you know, I'm not sure.
She's attempting.
No, she ran away, but he ended up becoming a widow. Here's the thing:
while she was pregnant with their child, running away to another man's arms.
So you see, this is interesting, right? Because this is twofold. This is double. You know, in the Bible, right? Right.
You're about to get all deep on us.
No. I'm actually not. I promise. I promise.
All right.
I think it was one of Jacob's sons. Where is it? Jacob's sons? Where is it? It's a story of
Give me a quick synopsis.
Okay, whereby it's Jacob. I think it's not Jacob.
What happened? What was the action?
It can't be Jacob.
What was the action?
No. Oh, it's one of Jacob's sons.
What's the action?
Okay, wait. I think it's the line of Judah.
Oh, yeah.
The line of sorry.
You're squishing me with the suspense.
Sorry. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so I think it's the line of Judah whereby
Judas who gentle.
No.
Talking about Levi.
Oh, Levi. No, because
Levi is the son of thunder.
Okay, wait. It's the one whereby he marries a Canaanite woman. No. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second, babe. So you know where he tried to get his sons to, so he found a wife for his son, but then this son was just dreadful, yeah. And because the son had just been,
I know the one you're talking about. I just don't know the name.
Yeah, I can't remember because the son had been.
Is that the one Francine Rivers did?
She did a depiction of it as well, yeah.
Okay.
So because he was acting dreadful, it must be. I think it's linked to. It's one of Jacob's sons. But it's definitely part of the line. It's definitely part of the line that's connected
one of the
to.
Tribes.
Yeah, but it's definitely part of the line that's connected to Jesus.
I see what you mean.
Because
I see what you mean.
Because it
was to preserve the land of Judah.
Yeah, so.
I think I know. I think I know. There was two sons.
And remember, one was
one
supposed
of them
to then,
unalived.
Yeah, one.
And then one was meant to carry on the generation.
So God squished one,
yeah.
and then the
son was meant to carry on the lineage on behalf of the brother.
Yeah,
he wasn't doing the thing. He wasn't just doing the thing on the outside.
Yeah,
if you know what I'm saying. Read your Bible.
Yeah,
and then God was like, "No, we're not having that."
Squished him too. Then because this particular son of Jacob was scared that his other son, his third one, I think it was the youngest, was going to also be squished. He then sends the wife away back to her family. Then she ends up having to pretend to be a lady of the night, if you know what I mean. And then she...
What's the new term you discovered this week? It just reminded me. You know what I'm talking about.
My gosh. Oh, ballerina. Nighttime ballerina. But that one is for, that's not for Lady of the Night.
Nighttime ballerina. That one is for, it just reminded me of Nighttime ballerina.
Yeah, but it's for a different thing.
Oh,
but anyways, so then she pretended to be a Lady of the Night. And then she was like, oh, give me your staff and give me
anything that will bait this guy out.
Yeah. So then on the side of the road, because his wife had just, this is one of Jacob's sons' wife has just, I said the word.
Don't worry, I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah. So
I'll go for it. Don't worry.
So because one of his sons, because his wife had just gone, he then decided to have a little bit of rompy tompy on the side of the road. But
imagine the side of the road, no class.
No decorum.
No decorum, man.
But anyways, so then he didn't have anything to give this Lady of the Night. So she said, okay, you give me your staff and then he said, I'm going to send you some, like a goat or something. So he said, I'm going to send you a goat. You give me back my staff. Cool. So then she then disappears. She's now pregnant. I don't know where I'm going with this story about her.
I'm curious as well.
She's now pregnant with his offspring. Mm-hmm. And then basically his family, her family makes him aware that, by the way, your wife, because sometimes that's how it be. Sometimes your wife, it's her family say, your wife has acted like some lady of the night, and she has now got pregnant by somebody God knows who. Yeah, so he goes, cool, squish her. She's not my problem anymore.
She's like,
So then she sends the staff and goes, whoever this belongs to is the father of my baby. Hey.
Turns out it's her father-in-law. No, that's some GHETTO stuffs.
So in that situation, he was like, oh, she's even the one that's good because she made sure that the line was continued.
That story still baffles me. I just don't, the context of it. Anyways, go.
I believe.
We'll study it soon.
that she ends up having twins, right?
Does she? Yeah, one is. What am I making this up with Jacob and Esau?
No. No, she can't. It's not Jacob and Esau.
We need to read our Bible
we need to
again.
read it. We need to read it again.
We'll get to this. It's still in Genesis, isn't
It's
it?
in my brain, but I'm not remember. I know the connection. I know that it is one of Jacob.
Judah.
I know it's Jacob's. I know it must be.
If it's tribe of Judah,
Yeah.
it must be Jacob.
Yeah,
It came from Jacob,
Yeah,
Israel.
so it came from Jacob. It's one of Jacob's sons. It's one of Jacob's sons, and he
Not his son. Was it his grandson?
No. So hold on. So it's Jacob's son's family. One of Jacob's sons.
So one of the offspring of the family.
One of the offspring of. Hold on. So
Why,
one of Jacob.
Why are we fighting
why
internet?
we
We've got Bible right in front of us.
Let's
Look at us.
Okay,
Do you
guys,
remember where it's from?
No.
Okay, quick Google. Why are we fighting? Why are we fighting when we're having?
I don't know,
You see
guys.
this-
I don't know. Okay, so
quick.
I know that it's one of Jacob's sons.
Bible. Go on.
Yeah, one of Jacob's sons that basically he found. So one of Jacob's sons finds a wife for his son, and that son is being very mean and bad and whatever to his wife. Then the Lord is like, yeah, squished. Second one was like, I don't like my brother, and I'm definitely not going to give him an offspring with my seed. So you know what? I'm going to enjoy you because I like you, but I ain't going to give you no seed. So then the God was like, oh, we ain't doing that. No.
Tamar.
And
Genesis
I knew it
38.
was Judah. I knew it was from
Okay.
Judah.
Quick break down the story.
Okay,
Yeah. Quick
cool,
break.
cool,
Just to
cool,
confirm
cool,
that we
cool,
read our
cool,
Bible.
cool,
True.
cool,
Okay. The background. So
Genesis
Tamar.
38.
Genesis 38. That's a long way away.
I
You know.
know.
We'll get there. Though. We'll
Yeah,
get there. Don't worry. Tamar married Judah's oldest son.
I knew it was
You
Judah.
knew.
My brain was on my brain.
First in Bible, man.
Okay.
Find a good thing in it.
Okay.
Sorry. Tamar married Judah's oldest son, who unalived because of his wickedness. Following the ancient customs of Levirate. Oh, what's that word? Levirate marriage. She married Judah's second son, Onan, who also got squished. Judah sent Tamar to her father's house, promising she would marry his youngest son, Shiloh, when he was older. Oh, that's peak fam. Anyways, the deception. Years passed and Shiloh grew up, but Judah never intended to let Tamar marry him out of fear that she was cursed. Realizing she was abandoned, Tamar took matters into her own hands. Juicy. This is what gets wicked. She took off her widow's garments, covered her face with a veil, and sat by the road disguised as a lady of the night. All right. The encounter. Judah, passing by and not recognizing her, prepositioned her. As a pledge of payment, Tamar requested his signet ring, a cord, and a walking staff. She became pregnant with twins as a result of this encounter. The exposure. 3 months later, news reached Judah that his daughter-in-law was pregnant and acting like a lady of the night. Enraged, Judah ordered her to be squished. All right. The resolution. As she was being brought out to be punished, Tamar sent Judah his staff, cord, and signet ring with the messages, I'm pregnant with the man who owns these.
Why?
So Judah recognized his own personal items and admitted his guilt, acknowledging that Tamar was far more righteous than he. Tamar gave birth to twin boys, Perez and Zerah. Remarkably, her son Perez is listed in the genealogy of King David and of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Where were you landing?
I don't know where I was landing with it though, because it took me so long to get to the point. And then
was this linked to our romance books?
Yeah.
Or the fact of spiritual warfare within the books that was not quite uncovered?
I think so. But now I can't remember.
Gone?
It's gone.
Oh, it's gone. They have it, man. Are you sure? It can't remember at all.
Hold on a second.
Let's give it a sec.
I'm thinking.
Good, we'll fight it. We need to remember we have internet right here in the lap.
I know. I don't know why I was fighting it.
Just fighting it.
Okay, so is it that I need to remember that was Tamar, sorry, and Judah. And I knew it was Judah.
You knew it was Judah.
I knew
true.
it was Judah. Okay.
I was the one that was wrong. You were right.
Okay. So maybe the point I was making was related to
We await suspense.
Maybe the point I was making was
that all books are about spiritual warfare anyway.
Everything, maybe. But you know what though, yeah. The point that that's also come to mind was the fact that there was so much resistance to trying to get to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ in that particular situation, right? Whereby his sons did not do what they were supposed to do, right? And then you look at, for example, the book that we're looking at with the girl who sees angels, whereby she has where she was just trying to go to a prayer meeting and there was resistance. And then we look at this book with not really Mr. Darcy.
I'm very curious to see where you're going with this
one.
Wait.
I'm not going anywhere deep, I promise.
I'm just curious.
And then you look at I'm not going anywhere deep, yeah. And then you look at the overall picture of that the family structure and how he has what's it called? His wife went off and she was squished, right? You see, in that situation, the Lord was not happy with what his wife had done. So let's just assume, because this is obviously because you've picked
speculated.
It's speculation because obviously you've picked us a fluffy. Oh, I picked us a nonsense. Do
you see the ideas of what we have different ideas of fluffy?
Yeah, the book. Okay,
mine was fluffy.
Okay, so this book.
I'm just saying.
This book was supposed to be fluffy, right? And then it was supposed to be fluffy. So on her way to running away from her husband, it was basically God did an to her.
Oh, you're saying God squished her?
Yeah, God did an to her. But if we were reading the girl who sees angels, it would have been obvious that God did an to her. But instead, it's just
it just happened.
And now we're sad. Whereas on her way to meet the person that she was cheating on her husband with, God was like, "Yeah, we ain't gonna do that," and then God doesn't to her.
I give it to you. Or since we're having spiritual warfare edge on it, maybe his lineage is the one that is causing all these spiritual battles, and she was running away. No, it doesn't work.
Because she cheated on her.
Yeah, it doesn't. I was going to say it doesn't work.
But yeah, so if we were just listening to like a typical one, it would have been like, oh yeah, no, God didn't to her, because even he didn't to her, and then the second son as well, he had to squish as well because that one was doing whatever is what he wanted to do as well. So yeah,
it was going outside of the club.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's where I was going with it. I think
that we should just stick with spiritual warfare books because it is what it is.
It is what it is because everything in life is spiritual.
I think what the actual thing should be is I should pick the fluffy book because my books are fluffy.
Okay.
Even if the script, if the fiction doesn't fiction, the way it should be fiction in it.
Okay, I agree.
But also, I just had a recent revelation. This is a little bit deep, maybe not that deep, but when you read the Bible, everything that the enemy has been doing is to ensure that we do not get to Christ. Is Christ's arrival,
100%.
get to Christ. And then the girl who sees angels, that last bit where she was getting all that resistance because she was about to get to Christ.
Yeah.
It's deep.
So deep.
So deep.
So deep.
So deep.
So deep. So deep.
So deep.
Even when you look at Ruth and Boaz's story, right? Her husband, she was always supposed to kind of be connected. She was always supposed to be part of the lineage of Jesus Christ. But her husband ends up getting squished.
Gets squished. Even his brothers got squished. So the brothers couldn't even carry on the tradition of...
Yeah. And then she was supposed to then go off and, go back to her family's house. But she's like, no, your God will be my God. And then she goes and then she finds the Redeemer who his mum is actually Rahab. Boaz's mum, I believe, is Rahab. We actually have...
Boaz's mum...
Isn't it? Wait, hold on a second. Because, remember, we actually created a whole lineage.
Blessed as a treat for you.
Oh, my gosh. And we're going to share it with you guys.
It'll be in the description.
Oh, my gosh.
Bella sent me the link. It'll be in the description.
I'm so excited for you guys, for it.
I don't think.
Wait.
Boaz's mum is Rahab, surely.
Hold on a second.
No?
I don't. Wait, hold on a second. Let me...
While Blessing searches for her resource,
I know where my resources, but I would just want to see if I can.
Okay. Can we also discuss that Ruth, was it Ruth?
Yeah.
Ruth was a Moabite.
No, she wasn't.
Was she not a Moabite? Bruv, Ruth was a Moabite. God bent the rules for her, fam.
I know that she was king.
Hold on.
Oh, wait.
Let's look. Was Ruth a I could be wrong though. Now I got that in my mind. There was a liar.
So. She's king though, surely.
Yeah, I read my Bible, man.
Oh.
Ruth was a Moabite, bruv. We know about the Moabites, right? It's interesting. God can use anybody, even a Moabite. He can make a Moabite brand new.
Yeah, so
He can make you brand new too.
Boaz's mum was Rahab.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
You see, the most unlikely source.
Yeah.
I feel that was God in a way, kind of doing stuff to to mask the obvious paths, because Jesus is Jesus, right? It's the King of the world. You expect him to come through some royal lineage, pure blood,
and the thing is that
unfiltered everything.
And the thing is with Boaz, you always think, okay, so he's successful, he's wealthy. Why wasn't he married? Why didn't he have any children? And I think this is why I actually do like how Francis Rivers kind of made us think deeper into it, like because of his potential association with his mother, who was a lady of the night. Because of that association, it may have
ruined his market. So do you think people thought his money was from Lady of the Nighting?
No, because he was known to be just a successful businessman, isn't it?
But where his money come from, though? Everybody got a source of their monies.
No, babe.
Am I going too far?
Yeah, you didn't do it.
Okay,
You did too much.
I did too much.
But yeah, that's interesting.
So it's agreed. I'll pick the fluff.
Yeah, you pick the fluff.
You pick good spiritual books.
Yeah.
The fictional ones, the powerful ones that make you go, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. It's a bit heavy still.
I like the visual. I like the visual element of these books because it makes you really visualize stuff, and it reminds you to pray because
it's true.
It reminds you to pray.
It's true
because you listen to that, you're like,
I need to pray.
I need to pray. I need to make sure I'm praying. I need to pray.
Yeah.
You need to pray, and it reminds you that you can't actually.
There's no slacking.
Just chill. You can't chill because you need to pray.
Yeah.
But there's just so many parts of that book that makes you think, oof, I need to pray.
And I like romance because God is also love.
Yeah.
And God likes romance too. So
God loves
it's balanced.
It's balanced.
There we go.
It's balanced.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we do Bible study now? I guess that was Bible study in a weird.
Because there was some Bible talk in there, isn't it? It was. But we're going to do Bible. Moral of the story.
More of the story. Everything is spiritual.
And sometimes it's
balance.
okay.
Sometimes balance.
Sometimes balance. Fluff and heaviness. Balance. Get a souffle.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because we have to definitely speak in code because our children watch this podcast. They watch this podcast.
They're like, I know what you said about me, by the way. Yes. Yes, we are talking to you right now.
Hi, my babies.
Hello.
Yes.
But yes, you were talking about me, wasn't you? I knew when you said that. I know when that happened. Okay. All right. We're doing Genesis chapter 10. As I say every week, we're reading from the ICB, International Children's Bible, because the English is so simple and superb. But by all means, whatever translation you like, run it. Yeah? All right. So we did Genesis chapter 9, where we're talking about new beginnings. And we had a discussion that we are all potentially cousins. And then now in Genesis chapter 10, we go further into that discussion. Okay? Cool. So I read from the beginning. Titled, The Nations Grow and Spread. This is the family of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
This is going to be genealogy.
Yeah, B. I love a good genealogy.
Oh, I think this is the time for me to bring out my resource.
Yes, get your resource out.
Oh.
Do you know what? Before I carry on, describe to the people the resources.
Okay, guys. I got really geeky. I got really geeky. So basically, what had happened was Mike and I were just doing our usual Bible study, and we were like, "Wait a minute,
Hold on a second. That guy is related to that guy?
yeah." So then I got really geeky, and I was like, "I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna create a family tree for Jesus." Yeah, obviously, you've probably found loads of resources like this before, but I broke it down into like the people that came against Israel and blah blah blah, and then I got Claude to do extra research for me, things for like gaps in my knowledge, and then it color coded it and everything. Claude like made it look very pretty.
It was pretty special.
It's not really pretty, but it's clear. It's very clear, and it describes certain things. It's
pretty special. I must say so myself.
It's so good. So yeah, so I get really excited because I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's so good. It's like got Adam and Eve, then after you got Cain, Seth, what's it called? Abel, then you got Noah. You're just breaking it down. Obviously, this is not like connected, but it'll be clear. You'll get it. You'll get it. Seth's line. And then you got Shem, Ham, Japheth. Anyways, guys, we're going to share it in the description. So I'll definitely make it open so that people can download it. But yes, you can enjoy yourself by going through it and be like, oh, that's interesting.
It's cool, isn't it?
It's so cool. I think it's cool anyways. So
to add to the nerdiness, I got a bit nerdy as well. And I was wondering, so we'll do all these things start off when you do Bible study. This is why it's good to read your Bible, isn't it? And I thought to myself, So we were in church one day, and our pastor was describing how Moses was a descendant of Levi, and how Moses was just a hothead, basically, right? And I was like, that's just so interesting. I wonder if you can decipher who came from what tribe based on the personality trait. So what I did was I used Gemini. These people should be paying us for this, using the AI models. Anyways, it's just the quickness of getting information. I used Gemini, and I said, okay, can you map out the 12 tribes of Judah and all their personality traits, all of Jacob's son and their personality traits? And it gave me a very good thorough. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Do you remember the story in the Bible? Quick digression. Do you remember the story in the Bible where God was like,
the ones where the ground swallowed them up?
Not that one,
okay,
but I'm sure that's linked to one of them, anyways. Okay. But there were these two people who decided they were going to do hanky panky in the temple, and this guy thrust his spear into them. Levite.
Okay.
Do you know why? Levites are hotheads.
Okay, but valid.
Wait. Yeah, perfectly valid.
Yeah.
But also, Levi and his brother, Simeon, were the ones who, after the guy did rubbish to their sister, lost their marbles and went to go and desecrate all the guys.
That's so valid.
For messing with their sister.
Yeah.
Hotheads.
Yeah.
So whenever you see hotheads, chances are they're descended from Levi and Simeon.
Okay, fair enough.
And it's great, so far, Moses. So far, the guy who's thrusted the spear, Levi's.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's very fascinating. But we'll get into that. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's some juice.
Maybe we'll do that next episode.
Yeah, maybe you could do one of your snazzy little diagrams.
Oh, that's interesting. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you're reading about a character, a Bible figure in the Bible, and they have a certain personality trait, trace it back to where they came from. It's interesting.
I just think it's cool.
That's cool. Yeah. I mean, this might sound a little bit. However, I've always been interested into visiting one of our Jewish brothers and sisters and go, what tribe do you descend from?
Yeah, I'm sure that they might not. I'm sure they won't know.
I'm sure they know, man.
You think?
I'm sure. Anyways.
Okay.
Back to Genesis chapter 10. Quick digression. Just thought you guys would know.
Yeah.
We'll share this beautiful resource in the comment descriptions.
I mean, we think it's cool, so...
Yeah, I think it's cool. It's a good resource to have, man. You just know how everything interlinks, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's start again. Nations grow and spread. Genesis chapter 10, verse 1. This is the family of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. After the flood, these three men had sons. Japheth's sons. The sons of Japheth were Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tyrus. The sons of Gomer were, oh, this is my turn to fight Hebrew now, isn't it? The sons of Gomer were Ashkenaz, Rephath, and Togarmah. The sons of Javan were Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Rodanim. Those who lived in the lands around the Mediterranean Sea came from these sons of Japheth. All the families grew and became different nations. Each nation had its own land and its own language. Hold on a second. Babel hasn't happened yet, has it? Babel hasn't happened yet.
What do you mean?
Tower of Babel.
No.
Fascinating. It is. Guys, noticed they had their own language. So there was already languages? Mm-hmm. Or there's not?
It says it's here.
Yeah, well, they had his own languages, but I guess we'll explore. Ham's sons. The sons of Ham were Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush were Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Ramah, and Sabteka. The sons of Ramah were Sheba and Dedan. Cush also had a descendant named Nimrod. Nimrod became a very powerful man on earth. He was a great hunter before the Lord. Yeah, he was a great hunter before the Lord. That is why people say someone is like Nimrod, a great hunter before the Lord. At first, Nimrod's kingdom covered Babylon, Erech, Akkad, and Calneh in the land of Babylonia. From there, he went to Assyria. There he built the cities of Nineveh, Rehoboth, and Calah. He has also built Resen, the great city between Neva and Calah. He did a lot building, didn't it? Anyways, Mizraim. So Mizraim was the father of the Ludites, the Ammonites, the Lehabatites, the Nephites, the Pathrazites, the Calchuhites, and the people of Crete. The Philistines came from the Cashlites.
You're doing great, babe.
Thank you, babe. I have a new appreciation for you when you do this stuff. I've been trolling her all this time, but it's hard work. All right. Canaan was the father of Sidon, his first son, and of Heth. Canaan was also the father of the Jebusites, the Amorites, the Girgashites, the Hivites, the Arkites, the Sinites, the Arvadites, the Zemarites, and the Hamathites. The families of the Canaanites scattered, just like Noah said. Anyways, the land of the Canaanites reached from Sidon to Gerar as far as Gaza, and it reached to Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, Zeboim as far as Elisha. All these people were the sons of Ham. All these families had their own language, their own lands, and their own nations. Shem's sons. Shem, Japheth's older brother, also had sons. One of his descendants was the father of all the sons of Eber. The sons of Shem were Elam, Asher, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. Forgive me if I butchered all these names, but it is what it is. The sons of Aram were Uz, Hol, Gaither, and Meshach. Arphaxad was the father of Shelah, and Shelah was the father of Eber. Eber was the father of two sons. One son named Peleg, because the earth divided during his life. Eber's other son was named Joktan. Joktan was the father. What does that mean? Because the earth.
I'm sure we're going to go into
Earth divided. Okay, cool. Verse 26. Joktan was the father of Almodad, Sheleph, Hazar Maveth, Jerah, Hadoram, Uzal, Dikla, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these people were the sons of Joktan. These people lived in the area between Mesha and Sephar in the hill country of the east. These are the people from the family of Shem. They are arranged by families, languages, countries, and nations. This is the list of the families from the sons of Noah. They are arranged according to their nations. From these families came all the nations who spread across the world after the flood. And you know what that means. Just accept it.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokes.
So let's go to the Hebrew. We already saw him struggle, so
Don't worry, we do this together.
it is well.
We do this together.
So Toldot, I pronounced it as it looks, Toldot. It's spelled Toldot. The meaning is generations, records, or account. This one's in Genesis 10:1.
Okay, accounts.
Typical commentary. Genesis 10 opens with, "These are the Toldot of the sons of Noah." This word is the structural backbone of the entire book of Genesis. It appears 10 times in the book, acting as a literary hinge.
What does that mean?
That closes, I guess something that keeps it together, closes one section and opens another. It signals the narrowing of focus from the cosmos to humanity to Noah, and eventually drilling all the way down to one specific family line, Abraham. Interesting fact.
Let's go.
The Jewish tradition notes that the word Toldot is spelled fully with all the Hebrew letters before the fall of man, but afterward it is spelled missing a letter A, Vav, symbolizing that human history is now broken. That's interesting. The only other time it is spelled perfectly in the Hebrew Bible is in the book of Ruth, detailing the lineage of King David, hinting at the restoration of a broken world through a future king.
Fascinating.
That's fascinating.
You're about to go for a lot of names, isn't it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not too bad.
Not too bad?
Yeah,
right.
so, okay.
Cool,
so.
cool. We're happy to split it with you if you want.
No, it's fine. No, I see that there's now compassion.
There is, I will help.
Yeah. Hagoyem. It's spelled Iyyeyhagoyim. Literal meaning, coastlands of the nations. Why are you laughing?
I see compassion.
Coastlands of Genesis 10:5. Typical commentary. This phrase describes where the descendants of Japheth settled. In biblical geography, the coastlands refer to the Mediterranean region, including Greece, Cyprus, and the Aegean Islands. The biblical author is setting up Japheth's descendants as the maritime seafaring people who would build economies based on naval trade rather than terrestrial farming. Historical context. In the ancient world, dominating the Iyyeyhagoyim meant controlling global shipping routes. Centuries later, these coastland peoples, specifically the sea peoples such as the Philistines, would migrate by boat and become Israel's greatest military rivals.
Interesting. So what? Sorry, I'm lost. What was that? Genesis 10:5.
Genesis 10:5.
10:5.
The term.
Okay, so those who lived in the lands around the Mediterranean Sea came from these sons of Japheth. So all the families grew, became different nations. Each nation had its own land and its own language.
Sorry.
You had it?
Yeah, sorry, mate. Okay, and then Gibor Tazid. Okay, it's spelled Gibbortzayd. A mighty hunter. Genesis 10:9. This term is famously used to describe Nimrod. While a modern reader might picture a guy who is just really good at shooting deer in the ancient Near East, the title Mighty Hunter was a royal propagandist title. It meant a hunter of men, a conqueror, a tyrant, and a builder of empires. Nimrod is the very first person in the Bible described as a king with a kingdom.
Really?
Historical fact. The name Nimrod comes from the Hebrew root marot, Marad, which literally means we will rebel. It is interesting.
Names are so powerful, man.
He is the archetype of human empire built in defiance of God. In ancient Mesopotamian cultures like Assyria and Babylon, kings constantly commissioned artwork of themselves hunting lions to prove their divine right to violently conquer their enemies. They've got
there's some funky artwork here, guys. You obviously can't see it, but there's some interesting.
Just believe us, is it?
Dramatic artwork we're looking at right now.
Just believe us. Lifnei Adonai. Okay.
Adonai. Go on.
Okay.
Sorry.
Lifnei Adonai. Literal meaning is before the Lord, in the face of the Lord. Genesis 10:9.
So what, he was playing in God's face?
Let's see. Typical commentary. The text says Nimrod was a mighty hunter, Lifnei Adonai, while older English translations sometimes render this as a positive thing, a mighty hunter by the grace of God. Jewish midrash and most modern scholars read it as an adversary stance before the face of, or can mean in defiance of, or in the face of. Nimrod didn't hunt for survival. He built oppressive empires, Babylon, Nineveh, directly in God's face, rejecting the command to fill the earth by instead violently consolidating power.
Yeah, he was playing in God's face. Interesting.
And then Bavel or Eretz Shinar, spelled Bavel sorry, my nose is itchy. Eretz Shinar. Genesis 10:10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. The meaning is Babel or land of Shinar.
Was it? Oh, Iraq.
Yeah. So Nimrod's kingdom begins in Shinar, the Hebrew name for the ancient civilization of Sumer, modern day southern Iraq. The crown jewel of his empire is Bavel. In the native Akkadian tongue of the region, Babilim meant gate of the gods, a proud declaration that their city was the center of the universe. Wow. The biblical author mocks this. In Hebrew, Bavel sounds like the word Balau, which means confusion. What the empire called the gate of heaven, the Bible calls the city of confusion.
Not the Bible, right? Being shady, like, nah, I'm gonna call that the city of confusion, man.
And then Peleg, spelled Peleg.
That's one of Canaan's sons, isn't it?
Genesis 10:25. Division or water channel. The text notes that Eber had a son named Peleg. For in his time, the earth was divided. Commentators debate. Remember, we were like, we're going to get to this. Remember, this is Genesis, because just before this, we said we were going to
what did it mean that the earth divided during his time?
Yeah. For in his time, the earth was divided. Commentators debate what this division means. The traditional view connects it directly to Genesis 11, the division of languages and the scattering of the nations at the Tower of Babel. Historical and linguistic fact. Another fascinating interpretation relies on ancient Near Eastern engineering. In Akkadian, the related word palgu refers to canals and irrigation ditches. Some historians suggest Peleg commemorates the era when humanity first began dividing the earth via massive irrigation networks and land allotment systems in Mesopotamia. This agricultural technology is exactly what allowed empires to sustain massive centralized urban populations like Babel.
Interesting.
I mean,
tectonic plates, earthquakes, shifting, no? That wasn't in the works.
We also have some facts, but do you think you're interested?
I'm always interested in facts.
You can read it. Thanks.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Okay. It's not elaborate.
Or
Okay.
maybe we go half and half.
Oh, there's compassion. I'm joking.
There's compassion.
There's compassion.
There's compassion now.
There's always compassion, baby. All right. Genesis chapter 10, the table of nations. So, Genesis chapter 10 is much more than the dry list of names. It is a highly sophisticated, symbolic, and theological map of the ancient world. While the biblical text focuses on the lineage of and dispersion, comparing this chapter to historical evidence and extra biblical discarded or deuterocanonical canon. Wow, that's a big word, man. Deuterocanonical. Let me go again.
You're doing great, babes.
Deuterocanonical.
You're doing great, babe.
That's it. Deutero canonical text reveals how ancient renders understood geography, spiritual warfare, and God's ultimate plan for humanity. And there's a funky map here about the descendants and how they split through Asia, Europe. Wow, look at technology. Hold on.
That's so cool.
Just zooming in. Sorry, guys, you can't see this, but
we can.
These guys spread far, man. Look at
So cool.
Nimrod. Look at wow. Look at all these cities. Wow. That guy was busy, yo. Okay. We shall see where you go with that. Anyways, the secrets of the 70 nations, the theological context. Traditionally, counting the names listed in in Genesis chapter 10 yields exactly 70 original founders or nations. In the Near East and biblical theology, the number 70 represents global totality and divine order.
Yeah, you okay, babe?
That's all right. I'm cool. I was just trying to capture my breath for the next sentence. The parallel to Israel. This number directly mirrors the 70 members of Jacob's household who later went down to Egypt. Genesis 46:27, signaling that Israel's small family was meant to structurally represent the entire world. The cosmic administration. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8. Extra biblical manuscripts like the Dead Sea Scrolls and the ancient Greek Septuagint.
It looks right, yeah.
Yeah, Septuagint translate Deuteronomy 32, verse 8 to say that God set the boundaries of the peoples according to the numbers of the sons of God, divine beings and angels, rather than the sons of Israel. This suggests that the 70 nations of Genesis chapter 10 were originally placed under a cosmic authority of 70 angelic princes, establishing the backdrop for spiritual warfare in the Old Testament. This is interesting. We were listening to something about this the other day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Interesting. You know, Daniel and when he prayed for 21 days and this angel got held up. Prince of Persia. It all links in really well. But we'll get to that very soon. Don't you worry. Just keep patient. Many episodes. What the extra biblical texts reveal. So when we look at the text that didn't make it into the final Hebrew Bible canon, we discover how early Jews interpreted the spaces, names, and hidden histories in Genesis chapter 10. So we start with the Book of Jubilees, the sacred lottery of earth. Written around the 2nd century BC, the Book of Jubilees, often called Little Genesis, deeply expands on Genesis chapter 10, the division of the earth. While Genesis simply says that they spread out, Jubilees chapter 8 and 9, describes Noah physically gathering his sons to cast lots before God, dividing the earth into 3 distinct divinely decreed zones. The sin of Canaan. According to the Jubilees, Canaan, son of Ham, was allocated a portion of land in Africa. However, when traveling, Canaan saw the beautiful Levant, the promised land, which had actually been allotted to Shem, and stole it. Interesting. Questionable. But we can look into that. Jubilees paints the later Israelite conquest of Canaan not as an unprovoked invasion, but as a lawful reclamation of land stolen by Canaan in violation of Noah's holy oath. This is some really deep stuff here, boy. The lost Canaan and the origin of idolatry. If you compare Genesis chapter 10, verse 24 in the Standard Hebrew Bible with Luke chapter 3, verse 36 in the New Testament, you'll notice that Luke includes a generation missing in Genesis, Canaan, or Canaan, as in Cainan, who sits between Arphaxad and Shelah. In the book of Jubilees, chapter 8, verse 1 to 5, explains why the Hebrew scribes may have removed him from the Genesis. Canaan went out to find a place to build a city. During his search, he found an ancient rock inscriptions left by the generations who lived before the Great Flood. These inscriptions contain astrology and secret magical teachings of the fallen angels, the Watchers. Canaan kept them, copied them, and used them to bring sin and idolatry back into the post-flood world. Scribes likely omitted him from later Hebrew genealogies to hide this dark blot on Shem's otherwise righteous lineage. Humans are just humans, though, isn't it? So anyway, it's interesting to see the source of that one. I'm interested. Anyways. And then Nimrod, the first global tyrant. Genesis chapter 10, verses 8 to 10. Nimrod introduces Nimrod, a descendant of Ham, as a quote-unquote mighty warrior before the Lord, who established the first empire. Warrior? Sorry, I don't know why I saw warrior. Forgive me, it's not warrior. It describes him as a quote-unquote mighty hunter before the Lord, who established the first empire in Shinar, otherwise known as Babylon. The Hebrew wordplay, in the Hebrew, the phrase before the Lord, Lefein Yahweh, can mean in the face of or in opposition to the Lord. So literally what we just read a moment ago. The giant tradition, the Greek Septuagint, I need to figure out how to pronounce the word. Septuagint?
You're doing great, sweetie.
Septuagint. The Greek Septuagint.
Looks fine to me.
Yeah, the Greek Septuagint translation of Genesis chapter 10, verse 9, translates Nimrod's description as a giant hunter against the Lord. Extra biblical historical memory found in the writings of the first historian Josephus paints Nimrod as a tyrant who convinced humanity to build the Tower of Babel so they can reach heaven and avenge themselves on God. If he ever tried to flood the world again, imagine the pomposity. Anyways, key takeaway from this is basically far from the random list of names in Genesis chapter 10. Genesis chapter 10 is an intentional setup. It shows a fragmented world divided by geography and language, establishing the global landscape of 70 nations that God promises to ultimately heal, bless, and reunite through a single family in the line starting in Genesis chapter 12. Abraham.
Lovely jubbly.
There's a lot to take in.
There's a lot to take in. There's a lot of information.
There's a lot to take in. That's the thing. Go on.
It gives you a good foundation and some knowledge. We are going to share the document with you. I think that's going to help. And I wonder if it's worth sharing the little podcast that I created, that Google Drive created for me.
Yeah, Google will do some things, man.
Google. I put the document into my Google Drive, and Google was like, "Do you want me to turn this into a podcast?" I'm like, "Hell yeah,
go for it,
go
mate.
for it." So then,
hey yo, this AI stuff is just getting out, man.
It's getting out, man.
But it was great.
So I was interested, and I was like, "Okay, let's see what it does." So it turned it into a little podcast. So I'll share that with you too.
Yeah,
literally 2 minutes or so.
It was like 10, 15 minutes.
Really? Oh,
it's a long listen.
Well, yeah, but it summarized the whole thing.
Yeah.
So we will share both of those with you for free, of course, because it's like, come on, like, this is Bible study.
And then you join, like, yeah, I'm joking. We will not charge you for any of this. God, you cannot monopolize God.
You can't. Really.
Some people think they can.
You could open up the Bible and see for
Read
yourself.
it for yourself. ICB.
Yeah.
But the thing with genealogies is they just look like names. But the way I like to see genealogies are two ways. Genealogies are God's word in actual motion when he says, be fruitful and multiply. Despite what these people did, human beings were still being fruitful and they were multiplying the earth and, creating kingdoms and all that stuff. But they were still doing, so that's God's word, his blessing in motion. And secondly,
his good word, because remember, good means it's fruitful and it can be self-sufficient.
Multiply its will God's will over and over again. Yes, Tov. Yeah, man. Secondly, the way you can also view genealogies is you can either look up all these names and what they mean, and as we discovered in a couple chapters ago, I can't remember when, but there's always like some form of story, a hidden message, or as we just read, it's just literally a very condensed version of the 70 nations that somewhat took over the world and where they came from. And then it starts to outline where, I guess, all the rest of the biblical stories start to kind of root from. All starts from here as well, isn't it? So it may sound like there's a long list of names, but there's actually not, I don't think anything in the Bible is actually like unintentional. I think everything is very, very deliberate. And I feel like even though, you can discuss about canons and, human beings having their hand to it and blah, 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 I feel like God still ordered everything to be the way it is.
Yeah. And I think prior to us caring, let's just be frank. Prior to us caring, I think we started to really, because obviously we've been born again for a while, but we've been surrendered for like 2 years now, yeah? And I think prior to us really, really thinking, okay, let's try to understand this properly.
What's going on here?
We used to skip, I'm just going to be honest with you, we used to skip the genealogies.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
because sometimes we'll read it and we'll
just names. It's just names. I'm trying to get to a story here.
But now we see the genealogies as context.
Super context.
It helps you be like, oh, that's why. So that's why we created this source, because it just lets you know like, oh, this. Oh, wow. And the thing is that lots of time when you have conversations with people, because most of us are skipping the genealogies, if you say, did you know that Boaz's mum is Rahab, the one that was there for
when the Israelites about to go to take the promised land.
Rahab was.
She put the thing in the window.
Yeah, she was put the thing in the window, and so the walls came crashing when.
That wasn't
no,
Jericho.
that was not Jericho. Sorry, I'm messing up the story.
It's when Joshua and his crew about to go into the land.
Yeah. So obviously, everything kind of.
It comes from somewhere. Oh, you got a thought bubble. I saw a thought bubble go bleep, bleep, bleep.
I'm pretty sure that it's still kind of connected.
What, to Jericho?
Hold on a second.
Go on. I think Jericho was an event that was close by, but I don't think it was. Because if it crumbled, how would Rahab survive?
Hold on a second.
She used to live in the wall.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah. I think Jericho was close by. But yeah, don't be scared of genealogies. Embrace genealogies. Genealogies are good for you. Like your bananas, full of potassium.
Okay. Yeah, Rahab and Jericho.
Do you think actually?
Rahab and Jericho are intricately linked. Rahab is the central human figure inside the city walls during the iconic downfall in the book of Joshua. Her actions not only secured her family's survival, but altered the course of Israel's military conquest of Canaan. So Jericho was the first major obstacle. So yeah, she was on.
She wasn't.
Jericho was the first major obstacle for the Israelites after crossing the Jordan River into the Promised Land. It was a heavily fortified oasis city, acting as the gateway to the rest of Canaan. Before launching an assault, Joshua secretly sent 2 spies to assess the city's defenses. So the safe house. The spies ended up at the house of Rahab, who is described as the Lady of the Night. Her home was uniquely positioned, built directly in the outer city walls, making it a perfect hub for traveler traffic and easy escape. Treasonous deal. When the king of Jericho learned spies were in the city, Rahab hid them on her roof under stalks of flax. She lied to the king's guards, sending them on a wild goose chase. In exchange for her protection, she made the spies swear an oath. When Israel destroyed the city, they would spare her and her extended family. Scarlet cord. The spies agreed, instructing her to tie a scarlet cord in the window of her wall-bound wall-bound house. When Jericho's walls famously collapsed after the Israelites marched around them for 7 days, Rahab's specific section on the wall miraculously remained standing, and her family was rescued from the ruins.
Yo, I didn't remember that bit. Look how you wow.
Pow, 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 pow,
Pew,
pow, pow,
pew, pew,
pow, pow, pow,
pew.
pow, pow.
So literally, she was actually in the wall. So it came down and her. Wow, see God. That's incredible.
And by the way, there's actually archaeological
I love
remains
stuff like that.
from Jericho.
Oh my
Oh
God,
my
I
gosh,
love
I
stuff
love
like
this.
that.
I love it so much.
They got a picture.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool, man.
So because this is how God was, because again the enemy was trying to just not let Jesus happen.
Yeah.
God was like, watch this. This whole wall's gonna fall, and this little part of the wall gonna stay intact.
So cool, man.
That is amazing. I didn't even deep it like that. Wow, I didn't even deep it like that.
But I love just all the connections and stuff, man.
See, genealogy. It starts from genealogy.
So when you look at stuff like that, you're like, oh, genealogy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man.
This is so cool.
You should read the facts.
Yeah.
We read some interesting commentaries. You know, they may not all be facts, but they're interesting commentaries that give you some context, and you know the Holy Spirit will just reveal to you. Yeah, maybe this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We thank
Pretty
God.
good. Thank God, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we could talk about this all
Oh, we could talk
day.
about all day. It's so cool.
Day.
It's so cool.
Like the other day, we watched a documentary about the Sodom and Gomorrah, and you know there's still sulfur balls on the ground.
So cool, man.
Crazy. So
cool.
We'll get to that one next
Yeah,
episode.
we'll
Let's
talk
make
about
it
we'll talk about
Your
it.
ears are tied. I get it.
We
Your
get
ears
it.
are tied.
We're sorry.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's cool.
It's okay.
It's
But
cool.
you can pause and come back. We can carry on.
No.
You can pause and come back.
Me, I'm tired. I'm going to be honest
Okay,
with
she's tired. Okay, it's fine. I too, I'm tired. I was just excited.
you. No, because it's just so cool. Because especially like, you know, for me, right? I get really excited because, you know, at church, our pastor was like, oh, you know, you should read your Bible. And then it's like, he even said, because he was sharing a story about when he was doing kickboxing, and then he went back home and he showed and then he showed his kickboxing skills to his daughter and his wife, and they were like, oh my gosh, yeah. And then he was like, sometimes flex with your skills after you've been been spending time, you know, training, because he had been training with kickboxing.
He's old.
Yeah, he's old, and he's now suddenly like he's been training to do kickboxing, and he's like, then you can be reading your Bible and then you can flex with your knowledge. And now I feel like I'm just flexing
Bless him, like,
a little bit.
nah, man, but Rahab was in the wall, fam. I'm like, what do you mean she was in the wall? The wall crumbled. Oh, she was actually in the wall.
So that, I don't know why, but that just reminded me of our pastor's story of when he was kickboxing. He's like, sometimes you can flex with your knowledge.
Yeah,
I'm like,
man. Yeah, man.
He's like, because the thing is, right, the Bible is a weapon. If you are well equipped, then pip, pip, pip.
That's it.
You can hold on to it. Nobody can tell you nothing.
No
I'm
pastor
like,
can say, hey. I was going to throw some.
Yeah, no, let's not throw shade. Let's not throw shade.
But no pastor can tell you nothing.
Yeah, because if they try to say, this is how people end up in cults and all these type of things, because they're not reading their Bibles. The people are telling you, oh, you know, the Lord expects you to live with your upside down handstand, and then because you're not reading the Bible. No, because there are some places. I'm just using a random bodacious example. Some churches don't even have actual Bibles in their churches. They have books that they've created, like just whatever, because they don't want you to read your Bible, and they think they doubt that you're even going to go out your way and go to Amazon and buy a Bible. Do you know what I mean? So reading the Bible is like, it's a treat. It's a treat. You're like, oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Stuff, man.
This is so cool.
Just enlightens you on how the human race is the way it is.
Yeah. Oh, it's so cool, man.
And we're all cousins. But yeah, man. I don't know why she got straight face, because I think that's a fascinating fact that we're all cousins. Technically all cousins. It's cool.
Thank God.
It's cool.
Shall we close?
Yeah, let's close
today.
It's been real, guys.
It's been so real.
It's been so real.
Remember to love the Lord with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, all your soul, and lean not on your understanding. Also, remember to love your neighbor as you love yourself.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And in all things, behave yourself.
Bye, guys.
Bye.